views expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now watching the Alan and DJ Show.
Yo, Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas. Y'all know what time this is. It's time for the Alan and DJ Show. And of course, it's your boy Alan.
And I'm DJ.
Man, DJ, like, man, love you wireless mics, man. You know, I've been feeling good lately. I told Bambi, I said, I can't wait to see the new media center. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Man, like, bro, I'm so excited, man. And, you know, I also been focused. I've been happy lately. I've been going hard because I've been building discipline in everything I've been trying to do lately. It feels good. And Bambi the deer can't say nothing to me no more because I told her I was building. I said, I'm building discipline in my life and I'm taking control of my life today. You know what, bro? That's what we could talk about.
Okay.
Let's talk about discipline.
All right.
Let's talk about core strategies to help and build discipline.
Oh, this is important.
I like that. So without further ado, we're going to bring it to you the way that the Alan and DJ Show is accustomed to bringing it to you. So bullet point number 1, let's talk about start small and consistent. So why is this important, DJ?
Because like this allows you to gradually build up your capacity to handle more significant tasks.
I like that. So instead of massive like intermediate changes, start off with like little tiny actions that can, that as far as like, so let's say for an example, if you're always saying yes to everything, it's like learn how to start saying no, or doing such thing as like a 5-minute task that will help build the momentum for the next task. So if you're like, okay, well, let me go down the hallway and fax these papers, and then, you know, this will be something that I might not have to do later on because I'm gonna get it out of the way now. And let's say somebody say, hey, on your way back, can you stop and give me some coffee? If I don't have the time, absolutely not. And I'm not afraid to tell you don't. Be like DJ. Hey, bro, you think it work for me tomorrow? No. But bro, you didn't give me a chance to get it? No. Because I got something that I have to do tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So that's what I mean by, you know, start off like with little small things. Like if you're one of those people that don't know how to say no, start learning how to say no. Sometimes it'll feel a lot better. You have to put yourself first sometimes.
Absolutely. An example of this would be like, let's say you don't have a habit of like going to the gym. Start going to the gym first 3 days a week. But when you go 3 days a week, go for only 30 minutes.
There you go.
Meaning like you're not going to get like, even though you're not going for that much time, if you build that consistency, eventually you're going to fall in love with it. And eventually you're going to want to go more and more often because you're getting the results from being disciplined.
Being disciplined. And it's just going to become like routine-ish.
Absolutely.
You can't beat that. And then bullet point 2, remove temptations.
Oh, this is important.
Yeah, this is very important because we all got temptations in our life, or we all face temptations every day, right? But DJ, how can discipline come in once they start removing temptations out their life?
Basically, what temptations does is basically like distract you from like your goals, leading you to like make like poor choices and stuff like that. And, or it gives you lack of control over your goals or wanting you to like succeed. But if you remove that, what happens is now you don't have anything to enable you to like get to that goal. So now you don't have nothing stopping you from achieving that goal. So now you have no choice but to achieve it now. And if you don't, you're considered lazy.
There you go. You could have broke it down no better. God damn, man. Like, man, I know he's smart. He must have went to Marquette or something, bro. Every time you went to Marquette. But no, like, that's true, man, because, like, after, like, you change your environment and you start making bad habits difficult than good habits, then it's easy to start falling off, right? So first thing I always say is to remove temptations out your life. You know, you have to replace bad habits with good habits. You have to change your environment, because once you change your environment, things around you will start to change. It's like, and you can start doing like little simple things. It's like leaving your phone in the other room, because that's gonna be a distraction. And that's going to be temptation to be like, let me go in there and see what they're talking about on the latest gossip. Oh, man, they said Jay-Z's. You know, you're like, dude, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop watching their life and try to become their life or be better than their life.
Absolutely.
So in order to do that, you know, you got to remove temptations. Or, you know, that temptation of that friend might call you and say, girl, let's go out for a drink tonight. Now, what's more important? You know, look, you just signed up for the gym, right?
Yeah.
You just signed up for the gym. You doing good. You've been going all week consistently. Then that one bad friend say, I'm 4'2" friendly. You want to match? You went all the way back to the beginning of the line again. You was doing good. So that's what I mean by that.
Absolutely. But when you remove like temptation, like what happens is basically like, let me show you an example real quick. Like, basically, like, let's say you go into the gym. I'm going to use that example again. Let's say you go into the gym, and all of a sudden, after the gym, instead of you eating healthy, you eat bad. But really, your temptation is to eat bad food, but really you should be eating healthier, because you're getting better results eating healthier. So if you remove that temptation to eat that steak or to eat that cake and stuff like that after you work out, and you remove that, you have no choice but to get better results, because you removed that out of your life already.
Temptations, man. Temptations is the mud.
Man.
I'll tell you that right now, boy. And bullet point 3, establish routines now. So I'm going to take it from the standpoint of this, DJ.
Okay.
When it comes to establishing routines, you know, I tell people like to create an anchor of routines that help signals like the brain. So like at such time it start exercising the mindset, and it start to hardwire the mindset, or like how we say build calluses in the mind to know that, okay, I got to get certain things done. As far as like either laying out your clothes for the next day, or, you know, either remember to prep dinner at this time, or to even remember to meal prep. So like, okay, I got to get my meals together for the week. Now that I'm in the gym, now that I'm, you know, I got a balanced routine. Now that I got me a new job, and I need to be more focused at this new job. Like, I got to have things together. And that's what I mean by establishing routines. Like, establish the way that you do things. Like, change up things a little bit, but make sure it's for the better.
Absolutely. But like what basically routines does is it turns your efforts into like habits, basically.
Yeah. No, seriously, like it does. Like, because then you'll start getting in the habit of, okay, something missing today. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. I was supposed to go to the bank and deposit these amount of dollars in to pay a bill. And I got to do this every other Wednesday. So this got to get done. You know, that's like routine-ish.
Absolutely.
Or, you know, you like, hey, like I got to be at the gym by 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. That's routine-ish, you know, which is you're starting to create great routines.
Yeah, but you know the problem with this bullet point is that a lot of people will see this bullet point and they'll go back to their old habits. And what happens is, like, in order for you to succeed, you got to have a routine to allow you to succeed. But sometimes a lot of people go into it like head first, and do it for a little while and then stop because they lose that lack of motivation. But you don't rely on the motivation, you rely on the routine to keep you disciplined. And in order for it to keep you disciplined, you gotta do it repeatedly.
And that's what people mess up at, because, you know, now, like, you it's like you, how can I say this? So it's like when you got a certain routine going, and, you know, you got everything clicking on all cylinders. And then it just gets to a point where, you know, you're just like, man, you know what? I don't feel like going to the gym today. I've been 3 or 4 days already. Which is going to help me tie to this next bullet point.
Absolutely.
Stop self-negotiating.
Yeah.
Because when you self-negotiate, that's what happens. Because now, as we trying to fight temptation as it is, this is the goal, to fight the temptation. But now you start to tempt with slacking off now. Or now, you know what I'm saying, you bargaining with yourself to do a simple task. Like, should I go do that last test? I don't know, I really don't feel like it, man. Dang, Shion just hit me up. He said gonna be some baddies out there tonight, and dang, DJ just called, and you know he finna go hit the mall up and go get these fragrances. Man, I really want to go get that. Dang, and then Will might go with him, and you know some of the other homies. Man, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go. Instead of not knowing, hey, right now I should be handling business. I should be stacking this paper up.
Yeah.
But now I'm self-negotiating with myself. You see how that works? And now I just talk myself out of something I should have been doing.
Absolutely. Like what self-negotiating does is like it basically like distracts you from the focus required to achieve goals. Basically.
Yeah. Because that's all it is. It's like it's knocking you off your focus. And you know, you might have that one friend be like, man, DJ, bro, man, you work all the time, bro. Dog, man, you gotta treat yourself to something sometimes, brother.
Oh, we hear that all the time.
Right. So that's what I'm not gonna say everybody, but most low poverty mindset people think like that because they don't have any goals. So it's easy to talk you out of yours. Man, bro, like you go to Sun Prairie all the time, bro. Bro, like take a day off and do something for you. I can't take no day off. So I'm not gonna self-negotiate with myself. But let's say if I was weak-minded and I did do it. Yeah, man, he right. Man, I do go out there all the time, dude. Man, I don't think on one show it hurt. I mean, we got extra shows. Forget it, bro. I'm just gonna do it. Now you just talked yourself out of something, and now you got yourself into another temptation.
Absolutely.
So, next bullet point I want to talk about, which is bullet point 6. Prioritize. No, I mean, bullet point 6. So, prioritize health.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is like, let's talk about when it comes to your health, DJ. Like, how does building discipline helps with that?
Like if you want to build like a healthy habit, like what healthy habits like exercising or rest, what that does is it basically prevent like health issues and it can enhance your well-being.
Let's call it what it is. You're being lazy. You sit on that couch, you eat a big old plate or whatever, binge watching your TV shows, right? So you're not prioritizing your health. Like you picking up that wine. you got a piece of chicken wings. Girl, come on over, girl. Like I gotta talk to you about him. Girl, let me tell. Yes, it done gotten worse. Here y'all go, right?
Absolutely.
So try to maintain a consistent diet in a very healthy sleeping schedule.
Yep. And
like it'll lower your blood sugar, and you know it can also help you reduce stress. Absolutely. Because if you're not getting enough sleep, that's how insomnia happens. You know, like that's how sleep paralysis happen, and that comes from the body being unbalanced.
Yeah. And
you letting room for, let's keep it real, entities to come in.
Absolutely.
And you feel like you can't wake up and you just laying there. That's because your brainwave pattern is and your chemical biological DNA it's just mixed up. It's not connected to itself. So I always say, you know, it's like I really just try to work on stuff like that. Try to go to sleep at a decent time.
Yeah, and like what being healthy does, or like what healthy habits does also, is basically keeps you from being fatigued, because the more tired you are, the more likely you are to be lazy and to be unmotivated and unfocused to get to your particular goal, or to keep you even disciplined to like stay awake to even do anything.
Yeah, so you build a computer like this. Oh yeah. Or someone be doing the gangster lean, they gonna go there. Like,
oh.
But no, seriously, man. Like, you know, like make sure that your health is prioritized. Like stay away from the drugs and all that good stuff. And then bullet point 7, a lot of people don't want to take accountability, but you have to use accountability. So why is this important, DJ?
Because like what accountability does is like it provides support for maintaining discipline, routines, and it prevents procrastination.
So when you're sharing your goals, like let's say with your mentors or social media trolls to like stay accountable, like like that should be the only people that you should be having time for right now. It's like certain people that are like more business minded like you, or your mentors. You know, people who's going to hold you accountable for what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Now, when you start to get on the social media and you're starting to worry about you watching these people's lives on the daily and you're not doing the things that you need to do, then, you know, real people going to hold you accountable. Like, hey, man, what you doing? Bro, like, why come the bullet points? Hey, man, bro, what's up with the research? Man, bro, like, what's up with you post? Man, bro, you need to go back and redo that. You know, like, you need to be around people who are going to hold you accountable. And when you start holding your own self accountable, because you know it's working. Yeah. So let's say if you missed the day at the gym, you're going to feel like crap. You're going to be mad. Man, I should have went today. Sitting there dealing with these cats and I'm looking around. How many of these people do I need? Like, that's going to make you build discipline. Because now discipline has been built. And that's how you know the discipline is working.
Absolutely. And like the reason why you want to hold yourself accountable or use accountability partners is because of the fact that like it's times where you are going to fall off and you need somebody to hold, like sometimes hold your hand. But also what the accountability does is like makes you uncomfortable. And a lot of people don't like to feel uncomfortable. So that's why a lot of people don't want to take accountability or don't want nobody to give them accountability as well. But they need that accountability to keep them on a straight and narrow.
And also with this next bullet point I want to talk about was tied into accountability. You need to identify your why. Like, why are you not getting your job done? Or, you know, like you need to clearly define like, okay, what is a long-term goal for myself and how can I build the identity to make me drive this motivation? Like, what am I doing wrong? What can I start doing right now today that could get me motivated? Absolutely. Why am I not here right now? Like, what am I doing wrong? Where should I have been? You know, when you start to identify those W's, especially with the why, here you go.
Absolutely. But like what identifying your why does is like it provides a clear purpose and motivation for your actions. So for an example, like let's say your mom is struggling to pay bills and stuff.
Facts.
Your why should be like, I don't want my mom to struggle. So now I need to work 10 times harder and to make more money so my mom can be able to pay her bills on time. That's your why.
Big time. Like, and that's true. You know, like, so that needs to be the reason why you get up every day and stay motivated and to build discipline to say, I got to keep going through this. Like, I got to keep pushing. I got to keep pushing because I'm sick of seeing my family struggle. I'm sick of seeing my mom struggle. I'm sick of seeing some of my friends struggle. You know, like I'm sick of struggling. Yeah. So it's got to start with you and it trickles down to everybody else. There's not one team that can be disciplined if the leader's not disciplined.
Absolutely.
Because you can't have no weak leader.
Yep.
And last bullet point, just forgive and move on, man.
Absolutely.
So what I mean by that is like if you took a break from your routine or, you know, you abandon your daily efforts, like, you know, you can't beat yourself up about it. You know, you keep like, oh, man, you know, you're looking crazy. You know, knocking the plate off the, you know, like, dude, chill out, bro. You just got to forgive yourself and say, okay, Dan, I slipped today. Yeah. Man, I should have ran a little harder on the stairs, or, man, I should have picked up a little bit more weights, or, man, you know, I should have went harder at work, and, you know, I could have got that position. Yeah. You know, like, you have to just forgive yourself, man, and move on to the next action.
Yeah. What's crazy about this bullet point is that when a lot of, like, somebody will do their routine and they'll try to stay disciplined, and all of a sudden, right away, they don't get the result that they get, and they end up quitting, or they get mad at themselves for not achieving that particular goal. but you need to be able to move on,
Right.
and forget about that particular goal at that particular time because of the fact that like you got to still move forward.
Like you realize you was training people, then like they want to lose like they're so like if they not losing 10 pounds or more, they think so quickly in their head.
Yep.
You wrong.
Yep.
It's your fault. Then I ain't lost nothing. I thought you were like, man, no. That's not what I said. What I said was I could do the work, but I can't do the work for you, if it makes sense. So I can train you all the right ways. I can say, hey, you shouldn't do this. Hey, you shouldn't do that. We must do this. We must do that. But I can't be with you 24/7.
Yeah.
So if you eat that cheeseburger at night, or you leave this gym, you pull off and you at Sonic somewhere or something like that, you're not hurting me. You're hurting yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, I can't be there for you. You know, so like people to have that bad.
Yeah.
So I put the blame on you or
Yeah.
Al, I'm not. You said, and then Will said it was gonna be like, hey. I said this would work if you listen. Obviously, you ain't doing something right.
Oh God.
And then let's talk about the Allen and DJ's final thought. So DJ, man, what's your final thought when it comes to core strategies for building discipline?
Like first, like you just want to like you want to listen to all the bullet points, but like the ones that you want to really focus on is like start small and stay consistent with it, because that'll build up the discipline. And then while you in that process, find your why, because your why will unlock talents and unlock your skill sets that you never knew you even had.
That's so true, man. And also practice discomfort training. Now, what you mean by that? You know, like purposely put yourself in difficult and uncomfortable situations to see how would you manage. And once you do that, then you'll have the mental strength to reduce more advanced training, if that makes sense, more advanced tasks, because it'll be something that, you know, hey, I've been here before. If you heard people say that a lot. And track your progress. Track, okay, this is where I'm at right now. And I like that, okay, I'm moving it, you know, like I'm moving the needle along. And if I keep doing this, I could do better. And from time to time, when you make little certain celebrations and, you know, victories, when you make like a goal and you accomplish it, reward yourself. Say, you know, like give yourself a pat on the back. It's okay to say, yo, man, like, yo, I did that. Like, man, I lost 50 pounds. I really did that. Like, I'm going to reward myself. That don't mean you can have a cheat day like DJ done be saying. You can have a cheat meal, but not a cheat day. And once you do that, you just became the very best version of yourself. Now, this is the Allen the DJ Show. You can find the Allen the DJ Show at gmail.com. If you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next, you can also find the Allen the DJ Show on YouTube or on our fan page at the Allen DJ's fan page on Facebook. And then you can also find William J. Smith, the producer extraordinaire, on Instagram and Facebook. And yours truly, Allen Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook. And look, man, we always here for y'all. Build that discipline that you need and start doing things to change today that can change the outcome of your future. Remember, you are what you think. Thoughts become things. Things can become reality. So just stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.
That's it, man.